Hey guys. Hey Lee. All right. Let me
All
find
right.
my sorry. Let me find my shoes, and we'll get started talking about whatever. Sort of. I sort of know what I want to talk about. Ugh. That's right. I said ugh. It's an ugh kind of day. Just because I'm sore. Um, Good workout yesterday. Squats are slowly getting heavier. It's never going to be heavy again. I just don't think at a certain point in life, depending on what you're training for, that you need to squat heavy, but you can squat heavier. Does that make sense? The same with kettlebells. I don't use the same weight kettlebells that I used to when I was training for, seriously for competition. Um, so there's just no need. Heavy for, you know, for what you're doing, but it doesn't have to be the pursuit of weight or the pursuit of reps. Just use heavier weight as you're able and um, get the reps that you can get without punishing yourself. That's the big difference in my life. Is I used to train to punish myself. I don't know why. I didn't like myself. Don't know why I didn't like myself. Maybe because I believed the thoughts that I had that I was deficient, that I had issues, I had problems. But who doesn't? And who doesn't believe those thoughts? I spent much of my life believing that. Hey, Lady Sky, what a shame. What a shame and what a waste. You know, and even when I began practicing Course in Miracles, even when I began meditating, even when I began, my yoga journey, I was almost doing that the same way that I did my workouts, punishing myself. I needed to do A Course in Miracles because I was lacking and I needed to get better. That's the issue with self improvement. First, it insinuates that there's a self that is deficient and needs improved, and indeed can even be improved. But when you discover the selfless self, the small s self for the large s self, who you truly are, you realize that that little self never actually existed. All the beliefs, all the accumulated identifications, labels, concepts aren't true because there's nowhere they can be applied to. There is no thing they can be applied to. So the great gift of meditation, of yoga, of breath work, of A Course in Miracles, of Taoism, of Buddhism, it leads you from the unreal to the real. It takes you from that small s self to that capital S self. It takes you from the belief in a religion to the actuality of experience. Hey, Goldie. So, guys, Goldie Vamps will be up Sunday and part two. In a way, Goldie has hinted that this might be the most harrowing part of her journey, part two. The good news is there's going to be a part three. Hey, Daniel. Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Today, the last live stream, Martin Patet is going to be up, and we're going to talk Course Miracles and meditation. Lee says, hey, Lady Sky, prepared for tonight. Tonight's the night. Prayers. It's going to be prayers. We'll do some breath work this afternoon if you like. Yep, I remember, Lady Sky. You're in my thoughts. We got you covered. Daniel says, say to Lee and Lady. Let me read what I wrote. And then maybe we will dive into A Course in Miracles. So I'm looking forward to talking meditation tonight, as well as A Course in Miracles. How the two aren't mutually exclusive practices. Hey, Jamie. Monday, Alan Itzkar. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, as I don't pronounce much correctly. Ishak. Alan Ishak. Give me 1 second. Distracted. Hey, Kat. Alan Ishak is going to be up Monday. And we're going to talk. He just sent me he sent me a thumbnail and a blurb. The blurb is Alan Ishak is a best-selling author of New York's 50 Best Places to Find Peace and Quiet. His debut novel, The Mystic and the Muse, was published in 2024. He is currently working on the biography of renowned Course in Miracles teacher Carol Howe. He has been an Course in Miracles student since 1986, and drops his link as well. That'll be in the description. I'm going to set that up today. I want to talk to him about enthusiasm. Been practicing since 1986, and if you have the opportunity to watch a video of him or talk to him in person, and you'll get to see him Monday, you'll see that enthusiasm hasn't diminished even a little bit since 1986. Hey, Jessica. Kat says, let's try again. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kat. Like number 7. I appreciate that. All right. This guy says, try not to be nervous about it. Don't fight the nervousness. If you're nervous, just be nervous. We mentioned this yesterday. As soon as you say, I'm trying not to be nervous, you're creating that little bit of apprehension. One, because you're already nervous. And 2, now you're telling yourself, don't be nervous, which just feeds the nervousness. Just feel what you feel, and then realize I could feel something else. I could feel peace instead of this. I could simply accept the moment right now, because nervousness is about something that isn't even happening now. You're projecting into the future. Future is going to take care of itself. Right now, do some gentle breath work. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Make that ha sound. Breathe in for a count of 4. Breathe out for a count of 4. Remember, this is one of the only tests that you can ever do that you can't fail. Did I see that our friend Jessica is here? Hey, Jessica. Jessica, how are you? Jessica says, I missed you too, Kat. I missed you all. Hey, Jessica, just know you've been in our thoughts. You've been in our prayers. You've been in our hearts. Kat says, that's what I said. What did you say? All right. Hey, I saw that our friend Kamari, Kat, on your stream was saying that she's very close to getting her watch hours in. She's like 500 away or something like that. If anyone wants to drop her link for Kamari M, and help her out with some watch hours. That's how we do it. I would drop a link, but I am on my desktop and it would just bring up my desktop. Kat says, yes, like 472 hours. Jessica says, I'm okay, Eric. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you're here right now. That's what counts. All right, I'm going to read what I wrote real quick. Healing opportunity. To recognize the holiness of you is my only true function. And in this, I arrive at my own light offered back to me through our encounter. It's a truly beautiful way to experience life. Everyone offering a hidden recognition of my holiest self, if only I commit to its awareness. The Course in Miracles tells us early on in the text that our function is to heal the mind from illusion, dispelling darkness with the reality of our light. Now, at this point in my life, I embrace this function fully, joyfully so, and thank the world for this healing opportunity. So, we can have lots of jobs, we can have lots of vocations, we can have lots of roles that we play: parent, child, sibling, teacher, politician, whatever, right? But we only have one function. The function is to heal. We heal through forgiveness. Forgiveness is simply the recognition of your holiness. Miss Flipper loves to bring up the selective forgetting or selective remembering. It's actually the same thing. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for dropping that link. So Kamari's linked up above. She only needs 472 watch hours. That's not a lot. That's a week away. That's 2 weeks away. Kat would say, we could get it by tomorrow. We probably could. Just watch a playlist. Put it up. Let it run through. Lisa says, thanks, Kat. Kat says, you're welcome, and thank you for Kamari. You are welcome. You are welcome, and you're welcome for Kamari. So we only have one function, though. One. To heal each other. Here's what healing is. Let me read from the Course in Miracles, chapter 1. The escape from darkness. Sounds pretty ominous. Ominous. I got it right the first time. The escape from darkness involves two stages. First, the recognition that darkness cannot hide. Darkness cannot hide anything. It only obscures that which is always present, and that's light. That's who you are. You are light. Light is synonymous with love. Second, the recognition that nothing you want to hide, there's nothing you could hide even if you wanted to. This step brings escape from fear. When you have become willing to hide nothing, you will not only be willing to enter into communion, but you will also understand peace and joy. Holiness can never be really hidden in darkness, but you can deceive yourself about it. Make no mistakes, when we're talking holiness, we're talking about who you truly are. Hey, Coco. Let's see, Kamari doesn't have a playlist yet, but she does have a live stream that's 11 hours, wow, long. And that's what I'm playing right now. Gotcha. Thank you, Kat. So, we're talking miracles. The miracle sets reality where it belongs. Reality belongs only to spirit, and the miracle acknowledges only truth. Course in Miracles talks us that every day should be devoted to miracles. And the miracle is changing your perception. The perception that you are separate from others, from your true self, from God, from reality, and asking to see things differently. Asking to see reality instead of the illusion that you are in darkness, the illusion that you are separate, the illusion that you are small and fearful and lacking. I devote every day to miracles because I still get drawn into that belief that I am small, that I am lacking, that there are things which are outside me that I can somehow bring, right? That's the problem with, again, with self-improvement. That's the problem with the thought with, you know, the secret, attracting that which is outside us to us. There's no outside us. If there's no outside us, what are you attracting in? Only what is already present. So the proper function of the mind, and that's the goal, is to go back to the proper function of the mind, is to correct the error of perception, which are merely blocks in the awareness of love. There is no such thing as the absence of love in me, in you, in anyone, but there is blocks that keep that light from shining forth. So every opportunity in life, every encounter is a divine encounter that allows you to see who that person truly is, to see their light. That's the essence of namaste. I always talk about the wonderful Vedic thought of offering everyone you meet in life, everyone, every encounter, online or offline, a gift. Now, it could be an actual gift that they unwrap. It could be the gift of something small, a token, a card, a flower. It could be the gift of a kind word. It could be the gift of attention, just listening to someone. How are you? And then actually listening to what they have to say. It could be the gift of a gesture, opening the door for someone, letting someone go in front of you, letting someone cut you off without you reacting in a negative way. Just salute. I'm not talking about the other salute. I'm talking about an actual salute or but done kindly, or a smile without being sarcastic about it. A gesture. It could be a smile, the greatest gesture of all, a smile. It could be a thought, even more subtle. It could be a thought. And it could be a thought wishing you well. I love you. I hope you're well. I hope your family's well. That's the essence of metta. Metta is loving kindness meditation in Buddhist tradition. May you be happy, may you be at peace, may you be free from suffering and the cause from suffering. Sending metta to yourself, may I be happy, may I be at peace. May I be free from suffering and the cause from suffering, and then extending it to outwards to everyone that you encounter. Or it could be the essence of yoga, which is namaste. Namaste literally means the light, the divinity within me, recognizes and salutes the divinity within you. The ultimate gift is recognition. And it's a gift we give ourselves. So if I encounter you and I offer you a silent namaste, what I'm literally saying is, I see who you really are. I see that you are light. I see that you are holy. I see that you are divine. I see God within you. And again, that's the essence of forgiveness, selective remembering of who someone truly is, instead of seeing all the blocks that they've put in place to hide who they truly are, to hide that light. I could focus on that, the effects, or I could go to the cause, and the cause is always, you don't believe that you are love. You don't believe that you are lovable. You don't believe that you are loving. But you want to believe that, because deep down you know that it's true. I get to show up in your life, and I get to look at you and say, I know who you are. I see who you are. And I forgive those effects. I forgive those blocks because I have the same blocks. And I want to see who I truly am. Thank you so much for this divine encounter that I now get to see myself. What a gift you've given me. And here it is. I think that I'm going around giving you gifts, but all those blocks in your own awareness have been reflected back to me, and I get to heal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a beautiful way to go through life. And so I try. It's what I'm doing. It's what my channel is all about. It's not about coming up here having conversations. It is not about making nature videos. It is not about any of those things. It's about creating a practice place where we can stumble upon each other and say, I love you, maybe not in so many words, but in recognition. It's about practicing, practicing, practicing. I'm going to go in a minute. Kat says, are you feeling okay, Yogi? Are you sitting like that? How am I? Oh, I'm like hunched forward. My back is sore. My lower back is sore. It's not like bad, hurt sore. It's from the kettlebell intervals. I didn't even realize. From the kettlebell intervals and squats, heavy squats. Where was I? Where was I? Hey, Susanna. Susanna, how are you? Kat says, I just heated up refried beans, thinking it was oatmeal. Took a big bite with cinnamon, and it was not good. I imagine it was not good. I imagine it was not. You must be tired. Never in my life have I ever confused anything for oatmeal. Did you actually like look at it and think, huh, I wonder why my oatmeal looks like refried beans? So now we know something very important. Cinnamon on refried beans is not a good combination. Jessica says, I'm just happy I don't eat red beans or oatmeal. There's a hidden benefit in everything, isn't there, Jessica? Jessica can wake up safe each morning knowing that she is never going to confuse oatmeal with refried. What a relief. What a relief. Jessica, you are a wise, wise person, my friend. I don't have any refried beans in my house, but now I feel like maybe I should get rid of my oatmeal. What if I make that mistake? He says, Jessica, you have any lifespan for the next few weeks? Ugh. Hold on. That's right. I keep saying ugh. Let me put on my shirt. My other shirt. Hey, Jana. How are you? Like number 10. I appreciate that, guys. Guys, did you happen to see that Cat and Jack is monetized 3K on her way to 4K? That's where the big bucks are. Supposedly. Hey, let me put this out there, guys. Is there any way to change a live into like an actual video? I mean, I know it's already a video. I tried something different. Kat says, I would love to hang out with Jessica in the live again. Lee says, me too, just because I'm working on it though. Not yet. I've not been home constantly enough to be able to set up a live. But she's working on it. Looking forward to it, Jessica. And keep us posted of when you do know. Forget what I was going to say. Oh, Cat, live. Or not live, monetized. And what I did with one of my, you see the way my mind works, I had to backtrack a little bit of a time until I arrived at what I was actually going to say. I set a video, the one with Pam Gear, to members only, but with a premiering into regular. So maybe people in the members will see it and they miss it, and then when it goes back into regular mainstream stuff, maybe new people will see it. Because it was a wonderful conversation with Beth, and I want to do the same thing with David Hoffmeister, with James, with Tim, with Tom. All those great guests deserve to be seen. Such a wonderful message. Just want to share it. Thank you, Chana. We got some love from Chana. Jessica says, I will for sure. Fortunately, today is Thursday. It's not a big workout day. Take a little bit of a longer walk. I'm going to do some easy burpees, do some more yoga. Maybe take a run later, a little bit of a run. I hope you guys also go on back and hang out with Squirrel Sniper yesterday, last night's live stream. It was a good one. It was lively. We covered a whole bunch of topics. I I'll be honest. I love these the best. Uh, when you know people just throw different things at Sniper. To me, it felt very engaging. I liked it. I like seeing all that the vast interest and knowledge that Sniper has. Especially because I know many people have questions about this stuff, and it's not my they're really not my topics. You know, I've explored a lot in the past, uh, but it's not in my wheelhouse. Not that I actually have the wheelhouse, and if I did, I have no wheels to actually put in it, so it would just be a house. Um, but it is for Sniper, and he has that information. So Tuesdays, the Esoteric Lounge. Bring your stuff. Bring your questions. Bring your discussions. Coco's laughing. All right. So, speaking of questions, before I wrap things up, any questions on like what we were chatting about? Light, love, forgiveness, who we are, who we're not, darkness. Um, you know, Coco's almost done cleaning. Any questions on why cinnamon is not the best condiment to put on refried beans? You could ask Kat. She has first-hand information. For me, I could only rely on hearsay, what I've heard from others. The only one I've ever heard from on this topic has been Kat. So instead of relying upon my hearsay, we can go right to the source. We can ask Kat, how come condiments is not the best? How come cinnamon is not the best condiment to use on oatmeal? Jessica says, have a good day, everyone. Love you all. Love you too. Kat says, yes. Coco just needs to do the floor. Coco says, I've never had refried beans. How many times can you refry beans? I don't know where I'm going with that. Kat says, you were talking about our thoughts, about what's coming to cause a fear. I'm thinking about looking forward to things and how sometimes looking forward to things keeps you from living in the moment. Every time looking forward to things keeps us from living in the moment. It doesn't mean we shouldn't look forward to things. It just means recognize what we're doing, right? Looking forward to a thing is never the actuality. I never wanted to seem like we shouldn't do what we're doing, but just realize the whole essence of yoga. Realize what you're doing. Realize where your thoughts are placing you. You're always only in the present moment. What a relief. There's no single practice, mindfulness, yoga, A Course in Miracles, that brings you back to the present moment because you've never left the present moment. But it is important to at least realize where the thoughts take us. Because the problem with allowing our thoughts to seemingly take us outside the present moment, we look forward to the vacation. We go on vacation and we start looking forward to the next thing. And we start looking forward to the next event and the next moment, whatever. And again, we miss the actuality of right now. And then when the vacation's over, we say to ourselves, man, it just flew by. Not saying we didn't have fun, but imagine how much more fun it would be if each moment was appreciated for what it is. Am I good at that? Nope. I get better at it. It's a practice. The great thing about a practice is you just don't have to worry about it. You just realize, oops, my thoughts are leading me here. I want to come back to right here. Kat says, I call that letdown after vacation or something you've been looking forward to. for so long, the after Disney effect. Especially, we build up in our minds so much of how things should go, you know? And things never go the way we think they should go. They might be better, right? They might be worse, or they might be the same. But think of all that time that we wasted, as well as the present moment before you go somewhere is a wonderful moment as well. The great Vietnamese Zen master, Thich Nhat Hanh, wonderful meditation, breathing in, I relax, breathing out, I smile, or something similar to the effect, this is a beautiful moment. And then just sit in that moment. Just sit in that moment. So none of these practices are designed to punish ourselves for what we're thinking. They're designed to make us aware of what we're thinking. They are designed to point out that we are awareness itself. We are the awareness of those thoughts. As awareness, we never leave this moment, so we can always return. The whole aspect of mindfulness is simply returning to the present moment. The mind wanders, we return to the present moment. It's okay for the mind to wander. It's okay to have thoughts about the future. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be apprehensive. It's okay. All of it. It's okay. But just realize the peace, the joy, the harmony and grace of who we are is right here in this moment. So as we wander in those dark waters of apprehension, of nervousness, as we look for something to grab hold of, someone to throw us a life rope, a raft, whatever, it's already there. There's a safe harbor, that insula Tahiti, as Herman Melville called it, present right now. We don't need a rope. We have that practice of mindfulness bringing us back, bringing us back. We have the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is the ultimate mindful act because it's saying, I recognize who I truly am. I recognize where I truly am, which means we can also use that in application to other people. My thoughts about you aren't the actuality of you. However, my thoughts about you point out who I think I really am. I think that I am someone who judges. I think that I am someone that has resentment, grievances, and whatever. But I can use that practice of mindfulness, the practice of forgiveness, to see the truth of who you are so I can appreciate the truth of myself. Rest in peace, Star Wars. What happened to Star Wars? Did something happen to Star Wars? Falcon, how are you, my friend? All right. Guys, we're going to go. I did make it for half an hour. I wasn't sure I was going to. Ugh, my poor back. You know, it's bad. And again, not bad like hurt. When I like out loud without realizing, say ugh. Do you ever realize when we're saying ugh? Have you ever purposely said ugh in your entire life? Does it just come out? Ugh. All right. So, guys, I'm going to see everyone later. This afternoon, nothing's going on. It's Thursday. Come on by, hang out. This second. Oh, yeah, Lee is live at what, 5:30. He should be live now, right? Go hang out with Lee, guys. This evening, Course Miracles and meditation with Martin Patet. It's going to be awesome. See you then. Bye, guys.